Hello and welcome back. Tonight we are checking out, we're back to the horror. We're checking out a little indie made by a group of students called TRIAGE. Now, from what I've read on the game page, this is one where mysterious illnesses are plaguing the townspeople, and it's up to us to help cure them, help diagnose them, help triage them. So I'm keen to check this one out. It's a free-to-play currently on Steam, and it dropped a couple of months ago now. So without any further ado, let's check it out. I'm sorry, what? So lots of ellipses. Now, what is it I was doing? Am I just waking up or just going to bed? I'm assuming we just wake up. You don't usually come into a game before you go to bed, right? Oh, and there we are. Nothing at all changed. So just waking up. Doctor? Dr. King? Well, who's she? Yes, am I? No. Yes. Me, Dr. King. She doesn't look convinced. Good morning? Right, of course. I was just about to take my nightly stroll. In the rain. No better way to end a day. Right, best get on with it then. Okay. Dr. King, wait. Yes? Might you check in on your patients before you go? I'm afraid things have developed overnight. My patients. That blacksmith, Seymour Toll. He's been with us for nearly a week. Ah, yes, of course. I was just on my way to visit with Mr. Toll. Figured as much. If you need, I could... No, I can handle it. Of course, Doctor. That'll be all. Thank you, Sweelan. I guess, yes. Time to make the rounds. Current objectives, visit Seymour in his room. Oh, there we go. Can we have a look? I've got a C for a clipboard. Ah, so when we have patient data... She's just standing there with her hand out. Did she want a tip? Here's a tip. Look both ways before you cross the road. Oh, we've been playing cards, I see. Game of Snap. And drinking tea. This is... What am I wearing? My squeaky boots? Okay. Oh. This old mind isn't what it once was. Steady now, Ambrose. Steady. Ah, so we're called Ambrose. Seymour's room. Okay, my head. The hissing. It's getting louder. I can't do this. I can't go in there. I won't. You will not take my mind. Dr. King. She's still like, is my tip? What? 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 What is it? Sweelan? Is everything all right, Doctor? Just a headache. I see. So you visited with Mr. Toll? Tell the truth? I'm afraid I haven't, no. I mean, you were right there. Did you not see us? Oh. Well, I just checked in with Seymour before supper. He still hasn't gotten any sleep. I find it best to err on the side of caution. We should give him something to help him sleep. Very well. Continue treating him with mint and ginger. Might help the fatigue from exhaustion. We keep them... I very well know where the herbs are kept. Or, thank you, that will be all. I mean, I don't think we need to be angry with her. She's just helping. Okay, I'll check the courtyard for fresh herbs. Okay. So, I'm not going in there. Okay. Okay. Whose room's this? squeaky boots. Oh, maybe it's my bedroom? Okay, well, guess we'll never know. Oh, the apothecary? Who's the... Oh, the kitchen. This is where the magic happens. And then the tea is made. What is that noise? Why have we got so many grandfather clocks? All these questions. Courtyard. Ooh, that's where I want to be. Beautiful sunshiny day. Lots of brooms. Okay, it's not much, but it's all we got. This fresh air will do me some good. Will it? Are these herbs? Or as the Americans would call them, herbs. Ginga? Okay. I shall bring what I've collected to the apothecary. Okay. Beautiful empty fountain. What beautiful flowers. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder there. Ambrose. Okay. Well, it doesn't look like that bad a day, does it? Other than the rain. And the scary birds. Okay. A statue of myself. Never looked quite right. That's a bit weird. Why did you want a statue of yourself? Do we not have a face? Not much of one, anyway. I'm gonna... Okay. This is where herbs become medicine. Not by magic, by something far more impressive. Science. And to think this is only the beginning. In just 10 years' time, this practice might look completely different. Whether or not I'll be around to see it remains to be seen. Right? Wow. Oh, bottle fell over. Well. Press E to read the doctor's almanac. How to use the almanac. Patients visit the clinic with multiple symptoms. Each ingredient harvested in the apothecary has its own symptom it eases. Combine 2 ingredients to treat the patient's symptoms. Read through this almanac to find ingredients' properties. So, thyme. Oh, I love thyme. Yum, yum. Feverfew. Mint. That tailoress hadn't slept in weeks. Her grief left all but her skin and bone, which rattled from all the anxiety. I knew she would never present herself at my door, so I paid a visit to her shop under a guise of needing her services. Her throat was raw from the steady routine of sobs and prayers. Still, we made awkward conversation over tea from fresh leaves. I insisted she steeped for us. She was none the wiser of mint's medicinal properties, and though a proper dose would have done more for her insomnia, soon after the rasp from her sore throat was gone and her trembling hand steadied. Though my oath compels me to do no harm, it also compels me to act, unorthodox as it was. I believed I have upheld it. I do like mint tea. Ginga. Another visit from Mr. Serrano. One might think it my birthday. Alas, it was just to complain about pains in his chest and his stomach. After his last visit, it seems he has taken to chewing on feverfew leaves every night in an effort to combat the pain in his joints. In return, the imbecile's gone and given himself dysentery. Completely exhausted by his fatigue, he was eager for a dose of ginger and directions to the toilets. Mr. Serrano's 3-night stay with us. It took that long to be able to distill 3 doses. Nearly gave me dysentery too, but the ginger did its job, though most unfortunately it left all of his charms intact. Okay, we got yarrow, and that's it. There we go. So we've read the notes. Too many papers. I never have time to sort through them. Fair enough. Okay, so let's craft some stuff. So I'm going to pop in some mint. And some ginger. A minty ginger. Oh, we're not even going to crush it? Okay. Add medicine to the tincture. You only get 1 tincture per day. Yes. Ethanol, arsenic, salts of mercury. These active ingredients are nearly impossible to come by. The mixture takes its entire night to distill. These days, I only seem to have enough to fill 1 tincture per day. 1 tincture, 1 treatment, 1 patient. It's not enough. It's not enough. It'll never be enough. That's the bitter truth of it all, and with winter just on the horizon. Well, it only makes it seem all the more cruel. There isn't any to waste, at least lest we deem it reasonable to start wasting lives too. It's very dramatic. So he said we can only make 1. Then what are all these? Just empty bottles? Maybe we shouldn't have wasted all our money on empty bottles. Okay, just a little longer. You face worse than this? Haven't you, Ambrose, you old bastard? They need you. She needs you. Just open the effing door. Fight it, damn you. Don't let it take you now. Not yet. No, not like this. Please. Dr. King, is that you? How could I let this happen? After everything, all I had left to do. Dr. King? Dr. Ambrose? Answer me. Oh, God. After Dr. King's mysterious death. Oh, we're dead? You travel to your secluded town of Stagmarch after completing your medical studies in a distinct city. Recently, Stagmarch has become afflicted with a curse that mutates its residents. It's up to you to decide who you save. Oh, so we're not Ambrose. We're someone else. Oh, how exciting. Okay. Can't leave till I've talked to all the patients. Is she in here? Let's talk to her. What do you want? It's good to see you, Doctor. How are you? Have you settled into your quarters? I have. Nervous to get started. I feel better once I meet your patients. Honestly, it's a bit overwhelming. That's normal. First day's usually the hardest. Let me brief you on today's cases. Would that help? Certainly. I want to be prepared. Currently have 3 patients in-house. They only 3? When I arrived last night, there were 4. Ellipses. Oh. Things escalate quickly around here, Doctor, and with the first snow due in just 3 days' time, it'll only quicken. It's most unfortunate, but it's true. Understood. Okay. Tell me more about Mr. Moore. Tell me more. Jermaine's cough has kept him awake most of the night. It has given him an unrelenting headache. Okay, so I'm going to write some notes. Do we need notes? But I'm going to write some. Okay, so we have a headache and fatigue. I add a cough. Cough. Headache. Sleep. Deprived. Okay. Tell me about Ms. Young. She struggles with her arthritis. The inflammation is becoming unbearable. Okay. Inflam. Okay. Tell me about Walker. Oh, we're very progressive. Morgan is experiencing fatigue spells and severe jaw pain, though that's done little to deter them from talking incessantly. Okay, so fatigue, jaw, talking. Right. Taken my doctor's notes. I'm ready to see the patients. Okay, well, I guess my book is not ready. Okay. Anything more? Our patients. They've been developing steadily. While our treatments can do a lot, miracles they are not. Continue. Patients require repeated treatments to see lasting improvement. Understood. How quickly can we administer? Each remedy must distill overnight. As such, we can only give 1 dose per day. It's vital to choose carefully. Understood. And there's one more concern, Doctor. Winter's on its way, sooner than we'd hoped. The first snow could come at any minute. Once that hits, things become much more complicated in Stagmarch. So you're saying... We're racing against the clock, Doctor. Okay, so I have to make every trait count. Okay. Oh, she's a tiny woman. Right. Hello? Oh, here she is. Joanna Young. Hello, Eliza. Oh, you're not Eliza. Oh, it's Joanna. So she's Joanna. Okay. Is this the clinic? Why am I here? I've never been one for medicine. I can't say I'm comfortable being here. It must be Joanna Young. Is that right? Yes, I am, but I'd like to know why I'm here. Eliza and I weren't really the kind of people to come to the clinic. I'm the doctor providing your care? Doctor, right. Dr. King's passing. I'm sorry for being so wary, but as I've said, I normally don't take medicine. It doesn't align with my religious practice. Okay. Who is Eliza? She's my wife, dear. She passed away last year, though. I miss her every day. Sometimes it seems like I can still hear her voice. Sorry to hear that. I hope I didn't bring up bad memories. No, nothing of the sort, dear. I love thinking about my Eliza. She brought so much light to the world. This woman has a tiny waist. Do you remember where you were before this? Tell me about your job. That's all. Yeah, where were you? Faintly remember trying to put some clothes in the... Oh, they work in a shop. Okay. Clothes in the window display. But my vision kept fading. Everything grew more distant. Next thing I knew, I woke up here. Okay. It says in your intake one of the fishers hauled you in. I wouldn't know anything about that. On the account of being passed out, you'll have to give him my thanks, though. I don't leave my debts unpaid. You don't seem that worried. I wouldn't say that, dear. While I'm not surprised I've succumbed to some sort of sickness, much like my poor Eliza. I was never expecting to end up here. I'm not sure what it means. What means? You think you share Eliza's illness? What means? Yeah. Oh, you know, the root of all this misery. Been praying to my altar every night, praying for some change. But here I am in the hospital. What else can I help you with? Tell me about your job. She ran a tailory with her wife Eliza, but now she runs it alone. Okay, we provide all sorts of things from suits to frilly dresses, but our main apparel is winter clothing. Okay, the only tailor? Yes, at this point of time, there used to be other clothing shops, but they went out of business. I'll keep the shop running as long as I'm alive. Okay, why'd the other shops disappear? For any reason, really. Couldn't make enough to cover business fees and not having enough materials to work with. I'm glad to have such a connection to the community to keep me going. Okay, you have quite a workload, especially without Eliza. I'm not sure how I'll manage everything in the winter, but with prayer, anything is possible. What else? That's all? Okay. Before you go, I've been thinking about those flowers in the courtyard. Will you get them for me? She doesn't remember how she got here. How did she know about the flowers? I guess she has a window, but still. Oh, I can't do that, or of course. Okay, we'll go of course. Thank you. That's okay. Bye. Oh. Morgan Walker. Must be the new doctor. Maybe you'll prove useful to my research. I'm starting to feel like I'm getting to the bottom of figuring out this curse. Just need a little more facts. You're Morgan Walker? That would be me, Stagmarch's very best reporter. I'm not sure how much more I'll be able to tell you, though. My jaw's quite sore. You mean Have you been experiencing the jaw pain for long? Not long. It seems like if the symptoms have only started picking up recently. I'm known for talking, but I can't imagine it's due to that. Ah. Sickness is taking many in the town. Don't I know it? It only seems to be getting worse day by day. We're on the cusp of winter, and I can only see it getting worse from here, unless we figure out what's really going on. What do you think's going on? I'm not sure. There's just something not quite right here. With the people that end up here, perhaps Dr. King himself. How can I help you? What were you doing before you ended up here? Could you tell me more about the work you do? Can we talk about your treatment? That's all for now. Yeah, what were you doing? I can't really get into the details, but I was working on my next big piece. I was gathering some accounts from people. Maybe even in the middle of an interview before I passed out cold. Then I was here. Ah. Does seem like a few people brought you in. Do you notice anything out of the ordinary? Now that you mention it, I did feel my heart race suddenly before I passed out. It felt like the world just slipped away. Did you notice anything else? Can't say I did. It was like my whole world was black nothingness. Talk about your treatment. Good, I've been mouthing off long enough. It's making my jaw sorer. So how bad is it? What's she doing? She's only got 4 fingers. Jaw pain and fatigue, is that right? For you, make it sound mild, Doctor. I haven't been able to finish gathering all my accounts. I feel I'm getting closer to the truth. It's been so difficult being in this stuffy place, hard to talk too. If taking your fancy medicines is going to get me out of here sooner and back into the world, I'll gladly take them. Who else is better equipped to gather the news? I'll take you for your word. Let me know when the medicine's ready. Come back later. Okay. Bye. Interesting. Oh, no, that's the kitchen. That's right. We have another. No, there's 2 rooms. Where's the 3rd person then? Well, that's the exit. Where's the 3rd patient? Oh, maybe upstairs? Yeah, it's a kitchen. Oh, yeah, we've never... Oh. Bed chambers. Locked. Oh, he's all dressed up. Nowhere to go. Alright. Jermaine. Oh, great. Sending in another nurse to old Jermaine. You think I'd be treated better for the work I've done? Can't even give me the dignity of telling me this disease is incurable. What tipped you off? The fact that I said my name is Jermaine, or the fact that I'm the most recognizable mug this side of Stagmarch? Either way, you lot are really starting to wear my patience thin. And the doctor, they'll be overseeing your treatment, Mr. Moore? Doctor, right. I was used to seeing Dr. King around here. Apologies, I haven't been feeling in my right mind since I've been here. This cough is something awful. Okay. I don't know why we all need to know if they know Dr. King well. Elaborate on your cough. It feels like they're ripping through my chest. I keep spitting up thick liquid. I haven't experienced anything like this before, but it's right terrible. It does sound terrible. I'll try to clear up the cough. A little more than trying. Still have a lot of work to do. What else do you have to say? Make it quick. Well, how'd you end up here? Didn't I already... Well, like I told the nurse, I was setting out to hunt as normal, except I got near the entrance of the wood, my vision blurred, and I passed out. Next thing I know, I open my eyes and I'm in the stuffy as hell place. Intech says you were brought in by your wife. Do you remember seeing anything? What were you looking for? I mean, he said he is hunting. Do you remember anything? Well, let's see. Oh, something's coming to me now. Yes, I remember it clear as day. Two beautiful angelic bodies appeared before me as I started heading further in. Shame I couldn't make out any details on the account of passing out. Angelic bodies? I didn't see anything like that in your report. You wouldn't have on the account of me making that shit up. No, Doctor. I can really only recount my face planting into the dirt. Okay, cool. Oh. Okay, you shouldn't lie in your intake. Can prevent treatment when you have experienced head trauma. Oh, now you're thinking I'm crazy. I'm doing fine up there here. It's just this damn cough you need to be fixing. Guess it's splitting headache too. What else do you have to say? Make it quick. What do you do? You don't know? I'm the only hunter in this town. Keep everyone fed, although I haven't been able to do that lately on the account of the dizzying head pain and coughing fits. It scares off the animals. How is the current food supply the only hunter? Yeah. Folks will get by while I'm in here, if that's what you're worrying about. But since I wasn't able to go on any normal hunt this week, it won't last forever. No, we don't eat vegetables in this town. It's purely meat. What happens if you don't recover? No one else can do the job. Has this happened before? Getting sick, a dwindling food supply? Things happen, but I'm usually in good health year long. The sickness spreading through the town is somewhat unnatural. In what sense? You tell me. It's not very natural for such sickness to be about in the warmth of fall, let alone these almost inhuman changes. I can only hope it doesn't happen to me. What else do you have to say? Make it quick. Your treatment? About bleeding time. All this talking, and I think my throat might just close up. Give me your worst. You have a cough and a headache. Right on the frog skin. It's been making it difficult to hunt. The town's meat supply will go to ruins if I don't get better soon, not to mention who will be keeping all the kids fed. You won't come to that. So you have the medicine? No, not yet. Okay, come back when you have medicine for me. Okay. You have a nice sleep too. He sounds fun. Oh. Okay. So, we're going to have to go to the apothecary, I guess, and then work out. But we can only make one thing per day, right? So, is it... do we pick based on, like, the person and, like, how important they are to the town? Simple infusion. Oh, so we could help two of them. There we go, with time. Because it's saying cough-ridden night. Simple infusion of thyme steeped longer than usual will help bring Miss Cole and alleviate her jaw pains. So we could give thyme and then treat two people, right? Headaches and arthritis. So she just had sort of inflammation, didn't she? Insomnia. Joints in chest. So, okay, so yarrow wounds. No one has wounds. Okay, so I would say we're definitely giving definitely giving time, because that will help two of them. Can we help the third? She's just sort of had inflammation, right? Well, he's also got a headache. So maybe feverfew. feverfew and thyme, perhaps? Because she's still waiting for a tip. I'm going to check this woman. I mean, she wanted the flowers. No, not yet. Okay. Right, she wants flowers. Blech. Okay, flowers. Okay, so we can get... Okay, we've got some flowers. Feverfew, yes. And yarrow, no. We need some thyme. We all need some thyme, don't we? Oh, no, I don't want ginger. Mint. Thyme. Okay. Ooh. What's this? Storage is empty. The town needed so many supplies. Ah, dang it. What about out here? Nope. This down rain. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, so we can give her, right, flowers. Yes. Thank you. The flowers remind me of the kind Eliza used to bring me. She brought such light into my life. It's been hard figuring out how to navigate it all without her. Stagmarch used to be a very different place before this curse came in. It used to be a bit more lively, smiling faces all round. There was even more travel through the woods as long as you stayed on the trail. Eliza and I were able to make the finest garments for travellers taking a night's rest in Stagmarch. Even prayed with a few of them. It felt like I was opening up doors for them, giving them a taste of a life they couldn't see. Those were the days. This curse has been doing more than infecting the body. It dampens the spirit. There's a force not being appeased and it's growing out of control. Doctor, will you pray with me? Girl, I'm busy. I understand. But you don't have to be afraid. You might see that this is your best chance at surviving against this. Okay, well, night-night. There we go. Bye. Okay, so let's go here. Okay, so we need thyme and feverfew. Yes. And then, I mean, she's the reporter. We'll see if we can give it to two chaps. People. Okay, you can have these old grumble guts. Yes. Okay. I already feel like I can think clearer, Doc. I'll be able to return to the woods in no time at this rate. Alright. Night-night. You can shut your own door. If I go clipboard. Ah, I forgot. Arthritis. Oh, she doesn't have a secret address. Okay. So it's all... Oh, it's admission. I thought that was their date of birth. I was like, oh, it's all people born in October. No. Okay. Fainted in the woods. Delusions. Deathly ill. So she's deathly ill? That's different. Okay, well, can I give the same tincture to this lady? Because you're deathly ill, apparently. Okay, can't treat you. You're going to regret this. There's things going on in this town you can't even fathom. Sorry, please don't die. Now what? Do we just go to bed? Nurse. Tiny nurse. I hope you're as cut for this as you seem. Okay. Well, so what? Do I just go to bed? Can I have a cup of tea? There's nothing I seemingly can do in this. Wash my hands. Probably should have washed them before I started mixing things. Okay, well, if we sleep on the same level... Ooh. Okay. We can't go to bed. Well, now what? Locked? Okay, well. What do we do then? Can't leave time to talk to all the patients. We have talked to all the... Oh, am I praying with this? Talk about your treatment. Oh, okay. I'm feeling I'm under some kind of stress. Okay. Oh, so were we meant to get her the... Gosh dang it. Were we meant to get her the... Oh, the flowers to start with? Okay. Yes, I can barely pick up a needle now, let alone sew. I don't know how I'll be able to tend to the shop if I can't move my hands. Okay. I'm scared of the medicine too, Doctor. Honest. I prayed and prayed for Eliza. When we risked the medicine, she still was unwell. I'm sure this medicine will help you. You pray for me instead? Sure. Can't treat you anyway. Thank you. It'll be okay. You'll see. You'll see. All right. Night-night. Don't make me regret bringing you flowers. Oh, now I can leave? Yes. 3 patients remain in the clinic awaiting treatment. She's still waiting. Hello. Sleep well after yesterday? Well enough considering. Very good. It sounds like you have the stomach to do the job that must be done. Still, after dusk, you should consider steering clear of anything that's too yang or yin. Okay. Right, I forgot myself. Things that are too hot or too cold, either one could be tempted to keep you up all night, and our patients need you at your best. I know Mother's advice when I hear it. Yeah. Back home she had quite the reputation. She could fix up a remedy for anything. Well, almost anything. Where is home? Village near the Pearl River Delta. Okay. We're losing focus. We've already made my rounds this morning. I've checked in on all of our patients. Jermaine's coughed his throat completely raw, which has only worsened his headache. He's developed a fever during the night. Inflammation from the arthritis in Joanna's wrist has caused them to swell. She was starting to tell me about the pains in her chest before she started vomiting. Oh. Despite the jaw pain worsening, Morgan's chattier than usual. Between the fever, the body aches, and the runny nose, it's clear they've developed a viral infection. You've had quite the morning. That I have. Yours is just beginning. Best be on your way, Doctor. Do what you can. Right. So whatever... her eyes red. So whatever we did didn't work. Okay. Welcome, dear. Eliza had told me you were coming. I've been talking to her. I was worried about the state of the shop. Had plans for it, but I don't know if I can execute them. I'm not sure I can carry out my plans with my health worsening. Fear it's a bad omen. Tell me more about your symptoms. I can see them. Her red eyes. What plans? Well, a makeover for one. The shop is getting on in age, and Eliza loved all the dark furnishings, but the colour gets drawn out in the winter. Makes it look uninviting and drab. I think a new coat of paint will have it looking good as new. If only Eliza were around to see it. I knew she'd fight me a bit, but I'd rather that than working on my own. New coat of paint's not a bad idea. How much did Eliza contribute to the shop? Well, you could say Eliza was the one who came up with the shop in the first place. I'd never been one for business. I was content with just giving folks mittens and scarves for the love of the craft. Eliza figured we'd be able to help even more people by building a shop to display all the extra items I made. I suppose the rest is history. She not help you so? Don't misunderstand, dear. Liza wasn't just helping crunch the numbers. She would pick up the needle too now and then. She just preferred to be the friendly face that greeted the customers and showed them around. Suited me fine and allowed me to keep making quality work. Not to say I didn't enjoy greeting folks myself. Okay. Did you get a lot of customers? Oh, of course. Enough to keep my hands full, that's for certain. Okay. Talk about your treatment. Yes, all this talking has made me feel rather tired. Can't wait to get back to my own bed. Arthritis, nausea, and chest pain. Correct. I can't seem to recall whether or not medicine was given to me. I was so out of it all, I was remember asking for prayer. I know medicine is what you do here, but I'm afraid it conflicts with what I believe in. Making the best decision I can for your condition. All right, doctor, are you treating me today? I'll be back later. All right. Look at them red eyes. Bloody hell. Bye. She's also got red eyes. No one's doing very well. You'd think she'd be like lying in bed. Doctor, I can't talk so good at the moment. Feel like my jaw is just one more day away from closing shut entirely. Plus, I'm aching all over. I can barely pen down my thoughts. What do you think you're writing? I want to write a personal piece about this hospital. There's not many accounts of it other I want to write a personal piece about this hospital. There's not many accounts of it aside from word of mouth. The last time I've been here was when, well, my mother was ill. I'm finding this to be an enlightening time for me. I'm hoping it'll be a glowing review. Who is your mother? Her name doesn't matter, but she was the owner of the Walker's Inn. That woman was hard ass, but people in the community loved her. She was also always nicer to strangers than her own kids. She came down with a fever one day, so we brought her in. We didn't think we'd walk out of here without her. Oh my God, my brain. I am struggling with words today. Doesn't sound like you got along. Was this before the curse? No, this was most certainly during the initial spreading of the curse. My mother wasn't that old. She had some more fight in her. That's why I find it so strange that I wasn't able to see her before she passed. I was basically forced out of the hospital. Who forced you out? The nurse was very firm with sending me on my way. I hadn't seen her act this way before, but the next thing I know, I'm out the door. I hadn't seen my mother since. Is there something that you need? Ah. So has the nurse got something to do with it? I mean, she does seem a little odd. Interesting. There was a few visitors asking about you. Was there? Yeah. You're right about that. The nurse came by and delivered their messages to me. One of them was even kin. How thoughtful of them to stop by, right? Seems like you were visited by a sibling. Here I was thinking I was the nosy one. You'd be right, a sister in fact. Her and I haven't spoken much since I picked up the newspaper. Weren't too happy with me. Took it personally when I decided I wanted no part in the family business. Figures she'd only see me on my deathbed. The Walker's Inn? Yes, you remember, Walker's Inn. Decent place for travellers and those without housing in harsh winter. We'll even take in folks whose homes can't withstand the weather. Problem is, the seasons get real slow and Stagmarch has never been much of a tourist trap. Not like I don't mind helping people, it's just I think my sister had a better vision for the place. What vision did she have exactly? Well, she wanted to expand it for one. It's not the biggest building, but since we were already sheltering folks, she figured it would account for more people, making it more homey. It feels a bit lifeless now. She wanted it to be more inviting. I'm just not cut out for that kind of thinking. Better fraternizing amongst others and looking into things. why are you pursuing all this information? Seems like no one else in the town will. Or it means, or has the means to. I'm taking it upon myself to do the sleuthing for them. Do you think you'll get the information? Do you feel like your newspaper has an impact on the town? Considering there was no means of properly relaying information before, I'd say it certainly has its audience. It's not just my own articles. I aim to highlight local stories and offerings as well. If people want to know about any events, potential sales, they can just pick up my paper and get in the know. Being sick like this really puts a damper on things. I can only hope people are still talking to one another. Wouldn't have considered that. I'm sure many folks don't. I try not to make my personal writings take too much space in the newsletter, but I know the stories can sometimes outshine other things. I aim to inform above all else. Is this something? Yes, that's all I need to know. Okay then. Hold on, before you go, could you bring me the newspaper? I need to know what's happening in the town. The nurse won't give it to me, says I'll drive myself crazy with worry, but I need to know what's happening. Sure. Thank you. The newspaper should be around here somewhere. Okay. These red eyes. Okay. Maybe it's in... I'm watching you. There you go. No one effing listens to me. I work tirelessly to connect all these dots and threads, and people are still none the wiser to what's really going on. But it's not just them. It's also the people they put in their full faith into. Jermaine and Joanna, they're both not who they make themselves out to be. There's something I need to know, and I have a hunch he was researching it. I was trying to look through his office, but the nurse caught me and brought some papers upstairs. I have a feeling I'm close to understanding things, but I need your help. Can you please provide me with Dr. King's notes? I suppose. Thank you. Please hurry back. Well. Okay, which notes? Which notes? There's so many notes. These notes? Nope. It's locked. Any notes in here? No, this is just the boring old thing. Kitchen. Is this a note? Is this the note? Ah. It's locked. Also locked. So is that where the nurse lives? How's he doing? Well, his eyes at least are okay. Good morning, doctor. My cough ain't as harsh, nor is my head pounding. Seems like your medicine is helping. I can think about now is hunting. Oh, but the nurse said he was worse. I was told your spouse stopped by. She wasn't able to visit me proper on account of me still being afflicted. But the nurse came by and left her message with me, just a bit fed up with the kids is all. What's going on with the children? What does your wife do in the town? She's an author, writes up all these fantastical little stories. Children love them, and I read them every now and then when there's not much going on in the woods. She released anything recently? She did put out her book, The Breeze That Shakes the Cattails, recently. She's been selling them at local markets. You'll probably see a copy or two going around. Hell, the missus may even give you one should I leave this place alive. I'll hold you to that. Hope that wouldn't be the only reason you're providing me medical care. Thought I heard you whistling earlier. I didn't, but okay. Cough isn't taking up my every last breath, so I can whistle like I used to. It's a song I'd sing to calm my dogs before we'd set out on a hunt. Figured Nancy never know what we might encounter out there. They howl along earnestly. Okay. Tell me more about your dogs. My pops and I raised our own hounds for when we go hunting. They make it slightly safer, if that's even possible. They help cover ground and they're good about scouting out the woods. Okay, didn't bring them last time? Fully capable of going on hunts on my own and just need to test the waters since winter is on the horizon. Most animals are already heading for cover. Will they be able to find these hiding animals? Maybe they would. Maybe they wouldn't. I decided to go on my own at that time. Is that a crime? Yes. What do you need from me? What are the woods like? Makes sense why you'd be curious, young blood. I am one of the only people that can go out in them. They're unruly and thick with trees. When you look up, you can barely see sky. Easy to lose track of time in there. Not only just time, it's easy to get lost too, if you're not liable on paying attention to your surroundings, that is. How do you manage yourself off trail? Yeah, that one. It's all about having the hunter's intuition. The woods calls for you, and you're able to navigate it with eyes closed. My father also gave me the rundown of going through the woods before I took up the position, as would anyone who's becoming the town's hunter. Hunter's intuition. It's a learned skill. Is your father still around? No, I don't care about his dad. Most definitely. You work hard to grasp it, then you feel it in your spirit. That's why the more bloodline takes to hunting work. Although, don't take it as this being an inherited position. It's most certainly earned. I work hard for mine, and so did my pops. Can anyone be a hunter? Yes, if they're willing to prove themselves. Moors just have the hunting gift. What do you need? Talk about your treatment? Just tell me what's wrong, doctor. Sore throat, headache and fever. Rightly so, I'm grateful for the medicine you provided me, but I know with further treatment, I should be as good as rain to leave in a matter of days. As good as I do how much of the town needs me. They won't be fed otherwise. I hear you, just give me a moment. Whenever you're ready, Doc. Be right back. It didn't take too long. Okay. So why didn't he take his dogs? He seemed very defensive on that. I wonder if that's relevant. She's still there. Okay. I got you the stuff. Yeah. Okay. No. He didn't know either. Well, this build-up just for the man not to have the answers. So all these deaths were for nothing. Jermaine overreacts to the curse. Probably got it in over his head. Did things he's not proud of for some false shred of hope. I saw him that night with Eliza, wild and frenzied, running out into the woods with a single shotgun shot blaring out for any outside to hear. No one saw Eliza again until... Joanna preaches to these lost souls and ultimately does little to help those truly suffering. She assumes she knows what's right because she follows words written from before she was born. I remember coming across the tailor just some time after Elizabeth's passing, and the smell, no one can get in. Stagmarch is becoming a mad town. There has to be some sort of middle ground or some way to actually progress. Sorry, this didn't give any answers. Well, it wasn't completely useless. Confirms my suspicion that Dr. King was doing something with the turned patients. Take a look at these notes yourself. Oh wait, something fell out of the pages. It's a key. I wonder where it leads. I guess you can have it. Wouldn't be able to find out where it goes without the nurse hovering over me. Well, she's still standing there. Locked. Well, it's not that one. Not that one. We'll get to curing people later. Okay. Does it open this? I have a key, do I not? Oh. Is that a body? Yes. What's this doing here? after reading Dr. King's notes, I learnt that I might be able to harvest from the monster's heart to make extra medicine for someone. Is it worth trying? Um... Should leave it alone. Okay. Bye. Yeah, that's enough of that. Bloody hell. Do you think that's the original nurse and that the nurse is like someone completely different? Okay, so maybe we should heal. Do we think we should? Oh. She's got her jaw pain. I was thinking, so we could go with time again. We could heal the reporter. She seems to be a little more useful to us. What else did she have? Let's check my book. I mean, I can check the clipboard too, right? Fatigue and jaw. She can't stop talking. So if it's fatigue, it could be insomnia. So we could go with mint. Or, yeah, we could go with that. Okay. So if I go C, look at Morgan. There we go. Persistent pain, viral infection, and high fever. Okay. Oh, whoop. Fever and infection. Fever. Okay, so we could go fever few and time. So we could go with that one as well, because yeah. Okay, so time and fever few again. Easy. We can do that. Okay, so we know where everything is. Time. And fever few was over here, wasn't it? What beautiful flowers. I guess so. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, sorry, the rest of them. Wait, your treatment. There you go. Thank you. You won't regret helping me. There's things the folk of Stagmarch deserve to know. Okay, you'll see. I guess I will see. Well, now what? Do I have to tell this lady she's like not getting any help? No. Okay, you can just keep praying. Oh, I've got to go tell him he's not getting treated? Night night. Sorry, mate. But you're doing okay. What? You serious? You're not treating me? I don't understand. The whole town will starve without my help. Consider what you're doing carefully. Those other two don't provide nearly as much as I do. Alright, well, sorry. You're just a little sus. Three patients still remain. So we haven't... None of them have died. I mean, she's perfectly fine. Why didn't she get sick at all? Good morning, Chuilan. Did you sleep well? What is it? I'm not sure. The air today, it's unsettled. Colder too. Fear we're nearly out of time, Doctor. Please be cautious today. Out of time. Jermaine still suffers from chest pains that keep him from sleeping. Joanna's developed a viral infection overnight and her muscles act. Morgan's fever broke, but the rash and headache that took its place is far worse. Shuilan, wait. We have no time to waste. Go tend to them, and be sure to choose carefully. First snow will begin to fall at any moment. Stagmarch needs its hunter, its tailorist, and its journalist. Be that as it may, we won't be able to save them all. I wish it weren't so. Good luck. Thanks. God, you're so useful. I'm assuming she's going to be a mess. Oh, beautiful. Look at that face. You never look so gorgeous. Would it devote that sacred head for such a worm as I? For there I stood in blood, my faith put on the line, and then I received my sight. I am happy all the time. Oh, goodness, I hardly saw you there, my sweet Eliza. I'm just rambling as I do. I never meant any harm, only did what I was destined for. Putting these hands to use, looking for appeasement with my Maker. For all our sakes, the world's end draws near. After all, I think that Morgan sees it too. When did Morgan talk to you? Unknown traveller came in hot as fire, face aglow and scowl upon their face. They told me they knew about the body, what I had done to others. They spoke of terrible things, me misusing my power to take advantage of the less fortunate. They believe I spread the curse in this town. Worst of all, they speak of my work bringing Eliza back to be null. How cruel to say when you're here with me now. Do you think Eliza's coming back? Why are you saying that? You're right here. All my efforts to appease the deity for your failures. They've been forgiven, overruled. You just need to work extra hard not to endure the curse again. What failures? Well, everyone must have some sort of shortcomings. We are seeing it take hold in many people in this town. Maybe you don't pray enough, don't help your neighbours, turn a blind eye to charity. There's many things. Eliza was always a do-gooder, but even she'd forget to pray or forget a gift at the altar. The deity is patient, but you can only accept so much in consideration. But it is willing to forgive you and give you another chance. Why would your deity do this? It's not doing anything. This was always going to happen. Once people grew comfortable to turn away from worship and basic respect, this was the only certain outcome for Stagmarch. What do you need to do now, dear? Oh, what do you need now? Have you gone into the woods? Why do you think this is helping? You gone into the woods? I have been. After Eliza had passed, I was drawn to it more. Like some force had been beckoning me. There I saw things unlike I'd ever seen off the trail. Blood had decorated the woods in paths untouched, bodies and flesh laid to rest by some unknown force. These spirits were not properly laid to rest. They begged me to let them move on. I had taken it upon myself to provide them passage, moving them further into the woods to where the deity rested. Yes, the woods are dangerous, but my deity had granted me passage in its gracefulness. A figure made of thick wood and moss stands against its environment. There it had asked me to place these haunted bodies at its feet. So I did. They seemed peaceful then, sinking into the forest floor. What is it doing to the bodies? I can't claim to have all the answers, but I just know it was laying them to rest. By taking them back to the earth, it's completing the act of life in which we give our bodies. We owe a lot to our environment. It's important we respect this balance. It's only fair that we return when the time comes. How are you so sure what's happening? Who were they? Who were they in life? I'm not sure. The deity said it was its lost children. The curse had altered their bodies, for it was not respecting the balance between life and soil. The deity needed them to restore that balance. What do you need? Why do you think this is helping? Don't understand what you mean, dear. Prayer and worship have been the only thing offsetting the sins of this town. Why do you think we're being punished in the first place? If people hadn't turned their back on the earth, maybe the curse would never have come. It's just correcting our wrongs. How could the town's sins be this tall? It starts very small, these things, but the higher powers are beyond our being, sometimes even our understanding. They do so much to provide us comfortable lives. We take them for granted and face punishment tenfold. It's easy to feel confused when you've lost your way, but believe me, there's nothing confusing about this. Don't understand how this is affecting everyone. Everyone has their part to play. Being residents in Stagmarch, they would know of the old tales of the beast that lived in the woods. The beast protected them, provided them a trail of safe passage to the distant towns. The beast wanted little in return, aside from trinkets and prayer. It was a mutual relationship until many forgot of the beast and went on with their lives. Act of revenge? Revenge is a very petty thing. This is just what happens when deals are not honoured. By no longer respecting the deity, a curse has come through the town. If they wish for it to cease, they must make right with their maker. Okay, talk about your treatment. Muscle aches, viral infection, red eyes with pronounced veins. Sounds about it right. I think I'm truly on the edge of recovery. I've made peace with my maker. I hear you. Give me a moment. I don't need the medicine. Okay. Well, then you shan't have it. Easy. Okay, so she's still got red eyes. She doesn't look well, does she? I finally told it to them straight. They've been getting away with ruining this town long enough. Can only hope it was worth putting the target on my back. We have no idea who will even make it out of here. So much is clouded in uncertainty. What did you say to them? Germain must have brought the curse in from the woods with him. It seems like those monsters roam around in there. Joanna is at fault too with her preaching. The way she convinces people to do things seems a bit cryptic. Off. How did Germain bring in the curse? Seeing how he is sick now, he must have gotten attacked by one of those things. You asked him how he came in, right? Was he reluctant to share the information? Typical. Who knows what else he got himself into with Dr. King? I think it's... What do you know about him and Dr. King? I had been told by some people I've interviewed that they've seen Germain in and out of the hospital. I don't know how much details he's been helping Dr. King with something. Petty helped dispose of the bodies, captured patients. I haven't. Okay. Dispose and capture. It's worse than I could have imagined. How is this possible? Has he no compassion? These were people he possibly knew. What are you going to do? As my story gets out, I'll figure out all the small details then. There's only so much I can plan for when I have no idea if I'll be alive tomorrow. Can only hope for better things to come. Will this help to get closer to the cure. A story like this will definitely explode beyond our borders, maybe reaching the ears of people more informed of our predicament. I think change is on the horizon if we reach for it with both hands. What if it doesn't get much reach? While I acknowledge the margin of failure of this not bringing people together, I still hold steadfast that good will come. If I lose all hope, why do any of this at all? Why seek the better outcome? I wonder if there is a good outcome. Don't we all? It's not like... Don't we all? It's not what I like to hear from the person treating me, but I'm sure this is unlike anything else you've experienced. Keep striving for those right decisions, and I think you'll find your answer. Why did you confront them? Yeah. I feel like I'm the only person afraid for this town. I think if those two are let free from here, they'll continue leading innocent people to their deaths. Maybe in continuing Dr. King's plan, if that's what they're doing. What do you think his plan was? I've said it before, but there's no way there was just innocent medical treatment happening here. He may not have had an answer for the cure, but that doesn't account for how he came to his conclusions. He certainly couldn't have done all of this by himself. Joanna? She puts up a big front about not liking medicine, but I think it's a clever facade, able to lure in innocent people to the hospital with her kind aura. She thinks the town's being punished. Right. So she thinks the curse purely stems from a lack of worship in the town. Is that it? She thinks she'll save us if we follow her words. It does read like an old story. So about your treatment. Can't be too good, I fear. Jaw pain, a rash, red eyes, pronounced veins. Sounds about right. My jaw has any say in the matter. I hope you make the right decision here. This goes beyond me. Someone has to do good at the town. Okay, bye. Makes me wonder, like, did we help her? Anything in the kitchen yet? No. Okay. Now he's got the red eyes. It's okay. Oh, he's got the veins as well. Okay. What does that bitch know? Me causing the curse? What a crock of shit. They think they know everything? That they have Dr. King's whole plan figured out? They couldn't be further from the truth. Pointing blame to us, mere pawns in this scheme, had no choice, played my part, the best I could. What the F do you want? Did you send them here to talk to me? When did she talk to you? We know, but... What kind of doctor even are you? Don't have any clue what's going on under your own roof. Dr. King was a sneaky bastard, but he had his wits about him, he did. Can you say the same for yourself? That nosy reporter came by, all right, this morning like a bat out of hell, whining about how I caused this curse. Me cause all of this? Please. They're like a child making up ghosts. Why was Dr. King sneaky? He was charming and well liked by all. No one would question the intentions behind that smile, even though they very well damn should. He cared for little else but the nurse and his research. It was his undoing. What did he do? The way he cut those patients open was gruesome, alive and thrashing. They need to be held down with chains and leather. I wouldn't even do that to an animal. Do you not see them as human? I'm not sure what he saw them as. His next discovery was to push Stagmarch onto the map, maybe. Whatever it was, there was little love in it. These trials would go on for days at a time, depending on the durability of the patient. This involves Eliza. She was but a symptom in a large, ongoing case of greed. I didn't want to kill her, but I had no choice. If I didn't end her, then I would have need to wrangle her back and bring her to him. It was better in the long run to put her out of her misery. You killed a person. I'll do whatever time I need for it if you insist. I don't regret my choice. I think Eliza wouldn't have wanted to be cut open either. There's truly no other way. Might have to do time for... I guess I could have let her go, but she might have ended up back on the table anyways, or went home and attacked her wife. Why would she attack Joanna? People succumbing to this disease, minds seem to fray from the sick. She probably had no perception of who she used to be. Those instincts to arrive home could have took a turn for the worse. She attempted to fight me off when I found her. Something worse could have happened had I not intervened. When did you begin? Feels like forever ago when I first stepped foot in this hospital. Once a patient like any other with no anchor but treatment. One day I'd step in here through the back door, rifle in hand, being asked to return to the woods. It went on for months. My service stopped only just months before his death. What did you do? It's like I've been saying, at first I'd wrangle whatever weird creature I could find out there. Knowing more about this curse, it was probably folk just too far along. Well, bring them in and he'd take them upstairs. He'd have me on my way usually. When the trials failed, it turned into me hiding these things in the woods. How many failed? The period of time is much like a blur now. There was rarely successes. He's never cured anyone? I can't speak with much certainty. I'm sure those notes of his talk more about his past patients. He only ever told me as much as he needed me to know. What else do you want? That's all. Alright. One more thing. Will you bring me a mirror? I need to see how bad this infection is. Yeah, sure. Thanks. I think there's one downstairs. Okay. Bye. Gosh, so much chatting. Why did I pick one for chatting when I'm struggling today? Okay, that's not a mirror. Is there a mirror in here? Nope. Where's the mirror then? Do you have a mirror? Nope. Is there one down here? Where's this mirror? Oh, there. That kind of, like a hand mirror. There you go. I thought I understood my place in all this very well, but when I look in this mirror, I see one of them. If every monster in this town is meant to be killed, what does that mean for me? I thought I'd been doing the right thing, disobeying that man, sneaking around in the woods to bring these things peace. There's no peace, there's no retribution. When we all turn, we'll be indistinguishable masses of flesh. I'm fully honest, the first symptoms I ever got were these tendrils growing on my chest just below the skin. At the time I was too scared to do anything about it. Thought if I came to see you and got treated, they would go away. They haven't gone away. I can tell it's still there. Doctor, will you cut them off for me? Sure. Might as well. I need to be human no matter what. I fought for my place this long, my humanity. I can't have it be taken from me by this curse. Okay. Bye. So let's just check. I kind of want to continue healing the Morgan, because she doesn't seem like seems to want to like tell people about it and get help. Redness of skin, rash, and headaches, but she hasn't seemed to be like involved in Dr. King's shenanigans. I think Joanna is too far gone for this world, and Jermaine, look, he's had a hand in it. I don't know, it's a tough one. So redness of skin and rashes and headaches. So if I read the almanac, so I think we're going to need yarrow. And headaches. So, and feverfew, I think. Yeah. So, feverfew, because she has headaches. Right? I want to fix... Oh, them, sorry, they. Redness of skin, rash, yep, yarrow, and sudden headaches. Yeah. So, feverfew and yarrow. We can do that. Because, I don't know. The hunter seems fine, but he's done some things that maybe he's not proud of. Is that yarrow? Okay. I feel like we should take that as like protection. I feel like maybe the nurse is up to some shenanigans, because she has not really said much about what Dr. King was up to, right? She would have known. She knew the stuff that was going on. I'm sorry, but why can we not? Okay, need a craft. Feverfew, yarrow. Thank you. Yep. Well, I hope I'm making the right choice. Guess we'll never know. She's still standing there. Here you go. Here you go. Make my voice heard this time. People have no choice but to listen to what I have to say. We'll fight against this with everything we got. People deserve to feel safe in their community. I guess so. Oh, who do I... Oh, I have to tell each one. Sorry. It's not you today. I won't be treating you. I can imagine the woods before me, flowers in bloom. A bright light lingers overhead. I believe I can hear the sounds of chimes. Yeah, I guess you can. Night, night. Talk about your treatment. And sorry, I can't. This town is on its last leg. With me gone, a new hunter won't be able to make head nor tails of the winter season. Everyone will slowly die, you along with them. No, not me. I'll be fine. Bye. I'm going to escape with Morgan, and we're going to tell the world. Okay, before closing up, you notice that someone is missing from their room. Hearing strange noises from the courtyard, you decide to investigate. Oh, God. Oh, God, they've turned. Must act. Restrain them, release them, kill them. Well, none of this seems to work, does it? He tried restraining them. We've got that girl we've got that being upstairs. Release them, kill them. Killing them hasn't worked. Just release them. Regarding the transformation of 2 of my patients, I decide to release them into the woods. Sounds of faint howls echo through the hospital in their wake. I stand by my choices. We'll see if that works out. Did you sacrifice your humanity along with them? Did I? In the end, who did you really prioritize? The patients? This town of Stagmarch? Yourself? Does the cycle ever end? Oh, that's it. Yeah, I stand by my choices. I think we made an okay choice. Because, like, if we had saved the hunter, I guess, yeah, I don't know. And we just let him go. I think that's fine. Because we know that the other ways didn't work. Like, from all accounts, the doctor had been killing them. The doctor had been restraining them because we saw one upstairs. And we never extended it to like use stuff from the heart for the other, like to make an enough for 2. So I wonder what happens if you try to save 2, but then maybe it wouldn't work because you're like putting essence of them into something else. I guess we'll never know. So yeah, if you're interested in finding out how the other choices go, what kind of differences and what kind of endings you might get, consider checking it out. Like I said, it is free on Steam. You might as well. This is just a student game. I think for what they had, it's quite an interesting game. It's kind of more like one of those sort of story time kind of ones. If I wasn't a student and I was sort of like improving on this game or improving on this theme, I would make it so that maybe you could save more than one with a tincture. I'm not sure. I feel like, what if you'd given them all a single dose? What would have happened then? I don't know. Well, I guess one of them would have turned because not giving them medicine for 2 days would have turned them. No. Oh, I don't know. My mind is a blank. But to me, for like a student game, pretty good, pretty decent, interesting themes. But yeah, that's all that I have for tonight. If you've come this far and you're still watching, remember to leave me a thumbs up on the game. I would really appreciate it. If you aren't already, and this is the kind of stuff that you like, looking into weird and unusual games, consider subscribing to the channel, because that is what we do on this channel. We check out weird games that just sort of take my fancy, cozy games, horror games, any kind of game that kind of takes my whim. And I would love suggestions on games to play, so leave me a comment down below if there's any other games you'd like me to check out. But on that note, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!